You are saying one term. So what? It's the Kenyans who will decide the term.
Raila Odinga has spoken, and not in whispers, at Dr. Phoebe Asiyo's burial in Karachuonyo, Homa Bay County. He stood just meters from President William Ruto and delivered one of the most politically loaded speeches of the year. His message: the so-called one-term noisemakers, from his ODM inner circle to former impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, are nothing more than frogs in a river whose noise cannot stop a cow from drinking water.
Ni one term! Ni one term! Harabe!
In other words, their protests won't stop his political partnership with William Ruto. But this wasn't just a clapback. It was a declaration of political intent that could rewrite Kenya's 2027 roadmap.
So hivyo mimi sina wasiwasi. Piga kelele namna hiyo. Weka tu. Kongo hiyo ni kama hiyo ngurumo ya chura. Ngurumo ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. Ng'ombe itakunywa maji. We will be able to move beyond 2027. I'm confident we will move beyond 2027. Nobody should try to threaten us. We are Kenyans like you are Kenyans. Don't go and say that Kenyans is sectionalized. Sisi ni watu wa bahari. Sisi ni watu wa ziwa, kanda ya ziwa Victoria. Sisi ni watu wa bonde la ufa. Sisi ni watu wa milima.
Let's start with what makes this moment so explosive. Raila's remarks come just days after Gachagua, currently in the United States, claimed he has handed over evidence to US authorities, allegations of human rights abuses, illicit gold for arms deals with Sudan's rapid support forces, and even meetings between Kenyan officials and Al-Shabaab leaders. In normal times, such accusations would trigger a political earthquake.
You need to know, the Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. William Ruto, aka Kasongo. Please, the Americans want to have an investigation to unearth your business dealings with Hemeti of RSF in Sudan, where you are doing gold business and in reciprocity supplying arms to the terrorist group to kill women and children in Sudan. You cannot run away with it because we have the evidence. I was your deputy when those meetings took place. I have all the details. And we are giving those details to the Americans. And we are right here in America.
But Raila's response, not to distance himself, but to double down on his alliance with President William Ruto.
That relationship, oh, you're our cousins, you're our cousins, you're our cousins. So those are your cousins, those who are not your cousins, what are they? Are they not Kenyans? Are they not Kenyans? Don't tell us also that there is, the government has got shareholders. Watu wengine wako na share mingi, wengine wana kidogo, wengine hawana shares. Then why are you collecting taxes from those who don't have shares? Why do you tax them? You collect shares, money from them, and you say they don't deserve services because they did not vote for you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Raila insists he has no regrets. According to him, joining forces with Ruto wasn't about political convenience, but a national rescue mission, an attempt to heal a divided country and address deep economic challenges.
People do not understand. That is why they make it very simple, and it's very easy for them to write articles in newspapers. I read them and I just laugh. They tried to trivialize what was a very serious situation. So what we have today is basically something that we were forced into because of the circumstances that were existing at that time. I want to invite somebody to tell me their own solution, how this would have been solved. We sacrificed so that there could be peace in this country. I do not regret what we did. We did it in the best interest of our country.
And make no mistake, this alliance isn't just handshake optics. He revealed that a joint parliamentary session is already in the works to operationalize a 10-point agreement between ODM and UDA. While details remain under wraps, the structure is clear: shared legislative agendas, policy synchronization, and possibly a unified 2027 ticket strategy, even if unofficial.
Also a structure of how to ensure that the MOU itself is implemented to the full. And that's why next week you're going to have a joint parliamentary group meeting to ensure that our members of parliament implement what we need, put up structures in place so that we can be able to implement what we've agreed on. This is going to happen. One term. So what? It's the Kenyans who will decide the term, and we will see where we want to go. I am confident when that time comes, we will face Kenyans squarely and tell Kenyans, this is why we did ABCD, this is where we want to go. Utasema yako, tutasema yetu. Tuone Wakenya watamini nani.
Karachuonyo wasn't chosen by accident. This is Raila's home turf, the political heartland of Luo Nyanza, and the stage was a burial attended by both the president and key ODM figures. It was a powerful image. Ruto, the former rival, now sharing a platform with Raila, the once unyielding opposition leader. By making his frogs in the river statement here, Raila was sending a double message to his base and up to the country. To his supporters, I am in control of this alliance. To his critics, your noise will not derail my plan.
Yuthurwa.
Perhaps most striking was that Raila's jab wasn't only aimed at Ruto's critics outside ODM, but also at his dissenters inside his own camp. Edwin Sifuna, Caleb Amisi, and Babu among others, who have all questioned his closeness to Ruto. By lumping them in with Gachagua, Raila was doing two things. One, disciplining the party, signaling that ODM's agenda is now tied to the Ruto alliance. Two, neutralizing rebellion early, ahead of any internal split that could weaken his political leverage. President Ruto's response was telling. After Raila's speech, he praised him publicly, dearly, a clear sign that this partnership is more than symbolic. For Ruto, Raila is a political firewall, an insurance policy against fragmented opposition in 2027. And for Raila, Ruto is both a platform and a bargaining chip for policy influence and succession politics.
You have assisted me to put together the broad-based government, a government that brings all communities, all regions, all parts of Kenya in an inclusive manner into one administration that does not look, that does not seek to preserve any leader, but to preserve the destiny and the place and the stability of the Republic of Kenya.
Equally interesting, Governor James Orengo was in attendance. His recent absence from public view had fueled speculation about his health and political standing. He appeared healthy. His presence alongside Raila and Ruto, without public dissent, may indicate ODM's top brass is closing ranks, at least for now.
Homa Bay, oye! Jo Homa Bay oye! Poka winjo ujo Homa Bay oye! To Your Excellency.
Strip away the sound bites, and here's what this moment really signals. 1. The handshake 2.0 is in full swing, even if no one is calling it that. 2. Raila is actively undermining any anti-Ruto coalition before it even forms fully. 3. Gachagua's anti-Ruto crusade is now being met not just with State House pushback, but with Raila's own fire.
One term. So what?
This is about 2027, and Raila is already positioning himself not as an opposition candidate, but as a kingmaker. The question now is whether his base will follow or fracture. When Raila calls you a frog in the river, he's telling the country two things: that you're making noise and that he's still the one holding the bucket of water. And in Kenya's political jungle, the one holding the water decides who gets to drink.
Ni one term!
What do you think? Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.